I'm going to switch to the ice now. Is the Boston Bruins are hot right now. They they lost their most recent game to the Islanders, but or a couple nights ago to the Islanders. But they've been pretty great to start the season. A little inconsistent as far as playing 3 periods of hockey. They've had a few games where they wait till the third period to score 4 straight, and then they win in overtime. Or they've had a few instances like that where they've won late because they've kind of slept through the first couple of periods of each game. But 22 points, that leads their division. They're second in the league altogether behind Toronto. So they've had a great start to the season. They've won 9 out of the last 11 and 5 out of the last 6. So they've been hot lately. And, it's the same guys, it seems like, Brandon, leading this team.
Yeah, it's good to see. I'm glad that they're getting hot. And I think they needed a little bit of time to kind of gather and compose themselves, especially after losing Chara. To be honest, he was the captain of the team. He organized a lot of the play from the back there. So as the defenseman, the lead defenseman. So I think that, they're really starting to come together as a team with him gone now. And it's good to see them getting on that hot streak. And like you said, 9 of 11, that is on a hot streak right now. I think they've done a good job. I think they've been having really high quality practices. And that's really what the coaching staff's been talking about, how high quality of the practices they've been putting in, really intense practice sessions. And then they've also tried a few different line combinations, and I know that has definitely helped out over this stretch. And there's most recently, I believe, they moved David Krejci to the first line, and he talked about how he was loving it playing in that first line and having a chance to be able to distribute the puck a little bit more. He's got 10 assists on the season right now, and hopefully he's going to stack up a couple more now that he's on the first line. But I think between their high quality and intense practices, they've just really been able to gel together as a team. And then you've got your, like you said, your typical stars putting in 5-star games at this point, and it's really starting to come together for the Bruins, and I'm excited for what this team's going to do going forward.
Yeah, you look at them statistically, and now that Pasta's back, I think he has 5 goals in 7 games or something like that, which is he's obviously their top, shooter on the team. But, Marchand and Bergeron up there in assists along with Krejci, and Charlie McAvoy's got 10 assists. So you're starting to see the younger defensemen develop. I mean, McAvoy's been in the spotlight since he came up to Boston after, being drafted out of Boston University. And I think he's starting to finally be that guy. We saw it a little bit. He actually played pretty well next to Chara his rookie season. And then there were times, I think last year especially, where you kind of just didn't see that elite defensive-minded defenseman for the Bruins and Charlie McAvoy. I think you're seeing it now. Along with his offensive game, I think you're seeing a full game from Charlie McAvoy. One player that has sort of struggled at the beginning of the season that I think the Bruins are going to need throughout the year when we're talking about depth and guys that they're going to need later on in the season, especially if they get an injury. A guy like Charlie Coyle has struggled so far. He's only got 4 points in 14 games to start the season, so he hasn't totally been where he was last year. He also had a nice postseason last year as well for the Bruins. So we'll see if they can get him going, because even though Bergeron, Marchand, Pastrnak, Krejci, McAvoy, they're all playing well, they're all distributing the puck well, they're all scoring, you can't rely on them every single game. You need some guys from the third line, even maybe the fourth line once in a while, to step up. So we'll see if Charlie Coyle and some of the other guys can step up as well.
Yeah, I think they're all playing really at a high level right now, and hopefully they can continue it on down the line. And I think it's really a fast-paced play that they're playing right now, and they're also playing very physical. And I think obviously in the National Hockey League, once you combine those two, you really start to play at a high level with owning the ice space, and then obviously we're just really playing at a fast pace where the other team can't keep up, and you're looking to put it in the back of the net. So hopefully they'll continue on this hot streak right now. And like I said, I'm looking forward to what they're going to be doing going forward.